Question 11, we have to write down the integer values, so the whole number of values that can be positive and negative that fit for this integer. So you can have minus 1, you could have 0, or you could have 1 because it's equal to. B, x and y are integers on the grid show marked with a cross each of the 6 points which satisfies all these 3 inequalities. So the first thing is that x can be between, so anything this side and then anything, so in effect I could actually draw this out properly. So x there, right, it's a full line because it's x less than 1, but also x is greater than minus 2. Now I've put it dotted because it can't be equal to minus 2. We've also got y is greater than minus 2, so y is greater than here, minus 2. And our final point, we'll just create some values on this to make it work. If I put y equals x plus 1, then if x was 1, then y would be 2. If x was 2, y would be 3. And you get the idea here. So that again is a dotted line because it's not equal to. So we're then looking and going, right, okay, which points can we have where this will work out for us? You can't be on the dotted line. It's less than this diagonal line, so here is one acceptable point, there, 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 and there. And what you would need to do is rub those marks off, and those are the values that are acceptable in that region. Question 12. So we've got a spaceship here travelled 6 times 10 to the 2 hours at a speed of this times 10 to the 4. Calculate the distance travelled by the spaceship, give your answer in standard form. So that many hours at that many kilometres per hour. So if you times the two together, use your standard form button if you want, or you can use the standard form rules. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in standard form it was 4.8 times 10 to the 7, because you need to move it once to make it 48 and another 6 times in total. So 4.8 times 10 to the 7. We've then got part B. 1 month an aircraft travelled this, the next month the aircraft travelled that. Calculate the total distance travelled by the aircraft in the 2 months, give your answer as an ordinary number. So we're going to add the two together. Just goes into your calculator, and then it will come out with an ordinary number there. The EXP button, or the middle bottom button, will allow you to work that out quite quickly. Question 13. Go and invest some money in savings account for 5 years at compound interest of 4%. By what number must you multiply original investment by to find the total amount she would have in the savings account at the end of 5 years? Right, so it would be the money, original money, times by 4% every year, so 1.04, so it's 4% than what you originally had, bar of 5. So if you work out this part here, 1.04 to the bar of 5, that will then give you the very long-winded number. It doesn't ask for anything, so you could actually just leave it as that if you wanted, or you could write it out for. Perfectly honest, I'm going to leave it as that. So you could write out 1.21665 blah 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 blah, etc. Question 14. So we've got a circle here. I'm just going to move it across the centre so we can work around it. This is 14A. Diagram shows centre O, AC is diameter. BAC you're given. D is the point on AC such that BDA is a right angle, so BDA you're already given. Work out the size of angle BCA. So BCA is here. So what we can say is that ABC, this angle in here, is a right angle. It's got to be because it's a semicircle. So we can then say that the angle that we're after, which is BCA, is going to be 180 minus 90 minus 35. And that will then give us this angle is 55 degrees. Part B, work out the size of angle BOA. Now BOA is this angle in here. So how could you go about solving that then? Well, this is when you start to think about it, isn't it? BOA. Well, couldn't you say what this angle here is? Because you've actually got that point there and that point there. Angle to the centre, angle to the outside. So BOC is double, the angle to the centre is double the angle to the outside. So it's 35 times 2, which is 70 degrees. So to then work out what BOA is, we've got 180 degrees, take away 70 degrees, which then gives you 110 degrees. I have to say that's a tough one to spot. Once you do spot it, it's not too bad. The other way of doing it was to look at this, it's actually an isosceles triangle. So you know that's 35 degrees up there and that's 35 degrees. Probably simpler than what I did to be honest. Question 15. Ali installed double glazing in his flat. According to the energy conservation website, it will save 15% of his energy bills. His heating bill for January was £55. How much money has he saved? Give your answer to the nearest penny. So he saved 15%. So this is now 85% of what his bill originally was. So if you divide by 85, that'll give you what 1% is. I'm actually going to leave it in fraction form. So you've got that as a pound, and then we're going to times that by 100 to then give us what our value is, what it originally would have paid. Now it's asking us to do it to the nearest penny. So it's £64 and 71 pence. So how much is he saved? It's £61, 71, take off £55, which then is £9 and 71 pence.